Finally, we're back with more news about XRP. Oh, the crypto family. You guys are amazing in every way. The amount of love you show each other every day is unbelievable. Keep showing your support, and these signals from your guy Crypto will make sure you're taken care of. David Sachs says that the White House's cryptographer this month, July, will be important because a bill for genius and clarity will be signed into law. Overall, the cryptocurrency markets are seeing a lot of green right now, and it's always good to see some stocks go up by more than 10%, like up 14% right now. Is there a chance that things are going to start to go downhill? Many people want things to get better at the start of the second half because, when looked at in the bigger picture, things aren't nearly as exciting as they were at the beginning of the year. That is something to think about. Things are also slowly but surely getting more intense right now. The price of XRP is $2.13, which is a 1% increase in USD and a 1% increase in Bitcoin. It's worth $125.7 billion, and about $2.06 billion worth of transactions happen every 24 hours. But before we go any further, I'd like to make it clear that please be aware that nothing on this channel should be taken as financial advice. Before investing any money in cryptocurrency, you should always do your own research, just like you would with any other investment. According to President Trump, I became a fan of crypto and held Bitcoin before running for office in 2024. Wow, that's an interesting statement. If the US doesn't do it, he says China will. When cryptocurrency in the US gets regulated, it will have a big advantage over other coins, like XRP and HAR. Now, Donald Trump has admitted that he did actually have some Bitcoin. What I said, I now understand why he has been involved in the crypto space for so long. Even when he was running for office, he talked a lot about cryptocurrency, which has been very helpful to the market. You probably don't realize how much the crypto industry changed when he took office. A lot of clear rules are being put in place, and important decisions are being made. All of this is because of the president's support for this new technology and the complete reorganization that took place. Become clear in its completeness. Take a moment to look at this. Our KLB is currently going up, and all of Raul's RV Pro portfolio companies were bought through calls around the low point in April. Powell also said, "Wow, no hood and no coin." Our KLB is a stock that is built on coins. This is another one of his personal calls. I clearly don't understand, and I even don't know if I support that cause or are part of that elite group or whatever it is. This is what I want to say. But Tesla is sure to come after cryptography as the next step to take the spigot of money is dripping with money whatever the case may be he is. Basically saying that companies based on cryptocurrency are starting to pop up. And while Robinhood isn't one of them, they do offer financial services and a bunch of other services as well. However, the fact that this is happening shows that investments like these are becoming more popular in the stock market. It looks like he thinks cryptocurrency could be the next big thing. I couldn't agree with you more about how likely something is to happen. The fact that many alternative cryptocurrencies are moving close to their bear market zone right now is mind-boggling. That's a clear sign of where we are going, especially since it looks like someone is already in charge of things. The fact that almost 66% of the market shows that a lot of money is in Bitcoin right now and shows the way things are really going. When power starts to fall, things start to move in a different direction. Also, I think that control will start to weaken after the interest rate cut, but I don't think this will happen. Take a look at this for a moment. You may already know this, but when Ripple comes to an agreement with the SEC and the Genius Act is passed at the same time, XRP will return to the US markets and gain a lot of value. Help from institutions, all of these things will cause its price to rise, and it will attract a lot of big capital. If we told you that it was happening right now in Canada, we've already had a few conversations about this. I think the 3IQ XRP spot ETF in Canada has had a big effect on the game. It's definitely a turning point, and it shows us that this is likely to happen soon. If I were to say again that the process of getting institutional mobility is already underway, the floodgates are about to open for XRP, you may have noticed that some of the world's biggest companies have become public companies have started raising money to include XRP on their balance sheets. Next, there are rumors about the 1,700 non-disclosure agreements. What might those really be? Is something like that was going on before? The fact that some of these things are now public makes us wonder what the point of the non-disclosure agreements was. Now let's move on. However, the investment company BlackRock thinks that 2025 will be marked by macro change instead of macro cycles. Rates are likely to go down a little in 2025, once interest rates start to fall and Jefferson Powell starts making money again at the Federal. Hold off, you should get ready to enter the banana zone. It's likely that this change has already been accounted for in the budget. Wow, the rate has gone down. That's a big claim to make. Please let me know what you think in the comments section below. Anyway, now that it's Saturday, let's look at the price. The Bitcoin price is expected to rise by 75%, even though it's still Friday. A few hours ago, the percentage reached 66%, showing that it is still in a very strong position. Bitcoin is selling at 106,800 right now, which is very close to the 800 support line. I've already said that this is a very important support line. I told you all about this. Is there a chance that we could fall below the level of support we met 2 days ago? We were able to retake 108,400, but there is now a slight drop in price, and that level is the next support line we are holding. Bitcoin seems to be getting better now that this is over, just like it did a few hours ago. Power is almost ready to break through the new yearly high once more, even though it has gone down a little in the big picture. Other cryptocurrencies are still behind the market as a whole, but we need to be careful right away. If you look at XRP, you can see that it is still contained under the 38.2% Fibonacci regression line is a pretty good thing, even if you don't like it. I know that not many people pay attention to this because they want the price to go through the roof, but I still think it's great.